So welcome to all for the first Q&A live session that we're having today. And many of you, as we can see, are not able to join us live due to the time difference, or either people are working or some are studying in schools and colleges. So no issues. I'll be sharing the recording of each and every painting session as well as the Q&A session. So you can watch it later at your convenient time, but do watch it. That's my honest request. Don't miss it. Hope you all are not facing any problems during the drawing part, because I have shared my complete drawing for you to refer. You can download it, refer it and make it, or if you can take a print and trace it, even that is good enough. And I've also shared some tracing hacks video. If you have gone through that, you must have seen there are many ways you can do the tracing. So that helps a lot in many people who are not very good in drawing, so it is very helpful. And if you're not on WhatsApp, on the group that we are communicating on, then I have sent mails to everybody. So please keep checking your email. I'm sending all the details on the mails as well, all the video links, all the art materials requirement, tracing hacks video, everything I have shared on the email too. So please check. Either sometimes it goes into the spam or a promotional block of Gmail, so keep checking on that too. And yeah, really sorry about the video quality of the first painting session. I don't know really why that happened. The technology being so much advanced today, still I feel you totally can't rely on things. Every time I do it, the quality is so good. And that day it was very blurry and there was a time lag. My audio was good, but the video quality was not at all satisfying for me myself. So that's why I shared another video, which was the original, where I had done the it's a good quality video with the complete sketching part. So really sorry about that. And I'm working on that really hard to so that next time a similar problem doesn't occur. So Tuesday we'll be having a good video and audio quality for sure. Tuesday again we'll be having 11 AM. So I will try to give you a very good painting class, because this time we are going to do the complete sky background, and it's a lovely sky. The painting, the sky itself is the main star of the painting, you can say. And it's a wet in wet technique. Many of you might find it little difficult for the first time. So I also recommend you can try it on a smaller sheet first, just the wet in wet technique, the way I have shown. You see the video, try it out on a smaller sheet. If you have any doubts, you can ask me. Otherwise, if you're comfortable, you can go for the A3 sheet, because this painting will really look nice on a A3 sheet, and the complete Eiffel Tower with the lovely background sky. It will look awesome. So do try it out. Any queries? Yeah, I have got some queries. One is about the art materials again. I have tried and explained it earlier also, even in my video, which I've shared, and even in the first session, which I took, that right art materials are very, very important. So still many people have been inquiring me, artist, instead of watercolors, some have been trying posters or acrylic. No, you will not get the same output. Even in watercolors, you have to take artist grade, because if you compromise on that, the student grade watercolors, the pigmentation is very different. So the texture that you get on the paper will be kind of patchy, and all your efforts will get wasted. So I really feel if you want to go ahead and have a good outcome, a good painting at the end of it, please buy right art materials. It does look expensive initially. When I had gone for watercolors the first time, that was in 2015, I really felt like I'm spending too much on the art materials. But believe me, my first box of watercolors, still some tubes are there. I have not, completely used all the colors. It really lasts very long. And even if you keep it inside for some time, then take it out, it is not going to go bad. It's not going to go dry. You can again reactivate it with, water. That's the main benefit of watercolor. Just ensure that keep your tubes closed properly and keep it back into the box. That's all I would recommend. So this is about the colors. Any brand is fine, but it has to be artist grade. So if you're in India, Camlin is the best, I feel, to start. if you are a beginner, please go with Camlin because it's reasonable price-wise and quality-wise also. If you don't want to go for more shades, buy a smaller shade box. Even I think 12 shades are also available if you don't want to buy 24 or the bigger box shades. So that also will do. You buy a smaller box, but please buy artist grade watercolors. Second is about the paper. Again, as I said about watercolor, even for the paper, you need a watercolor sheet. That means you cannot just take the drawing books that you generally children use in school or any printout Xerox sheets that you get. That paper will not work. You have to take at least 200 GSM, and for wet in wet, ideally 300 GSM paper. This is very important. Otherwise, you start painting when you do the wet in wet, meaning you have to take water, clean water, and give a wash. At the first moment itself, your paper, either it will buckle up or tear off. You will not be able to paint. All your efforts will go wasted. So my sincere request to everybody, please buy the right art materials. Again, brand is not the issue. You can buy any brand. I have given some links. Anupam, if you know, people in Mumbai know Anupam. But otherwise, if you're buying online, Brustro is very good. Canson and Fabriano are, I think, little costlier, but Brustro is quite reasonable. And if you are planning to, really go into multiple paintings later on, you want to try out, then you can buy it in bulk also. You even get a block of 50 sheets together and just invest in the right quality once, and you will have peace of mind for a very long time. That is one thing. Brushes, you can still go ahead with any synthetic brushes. So I have given you some sets where there's a combo of flat and round brush. And if you want to go ahead with the better quality ones, which I had shown, these long handle brushes are there, which I use generally. I have started using recently and I really found them good. So I thought I will share with you all. So I have given okay, I think I forgot the link for this. Yeah, I have to add the link for this. And these are the three main things that you require for any watercolor painting: the right watercolor artist grade, right paper, 300 GSM ideally, and brushes. Brushes, even if the brushes go a little bad, it's fine. You can still paint. You will need just for minute details, 1 or 2 brush with the fine tip, Otherwise, if you see my brushes, I'll show you. You can see live. These brushes I have been using for a very, very long time. And if you can see, the point is not fine. It's not a fine tip. This one I have trimmed and I'm using. So it's useful for many other techniques. This is a new brush. Here I can see the tip is there. This one is a new brush, so I can see. So 1 or 2 with a fine tip is enough, but the remaining can be of any condition. But they have to be synthetic brushes and not those very rough hair, brushes. That's enough. That's the main thing I think we require for art material. Rest are all supplementary. I have given some optional waterproof pen for this particular painting. I have suggested if you can buy, that's not very expensive, you can buy that. And white, again, waterproof pens, gel pens will be required for other paintings that we'll take up later on. Apart from that, I also given some folders if you want to keep your watercolor paintings, store them properly. So one obvious thing is watercolor paintings, you have to protect from water. It is quite obvious, but we tend to forget. We just think that it's like a normal painting. If you paint it and keep it anywhere, it's fine. But if anybody touches it with water or water drops sprinkle on it, your painting will go bad. So to protect from that, you need a folder or a plastic sleeve. Those sleeves also you get of different sizes, or proper folder if you can maintain. That is the best way to keep it. So this is something which somebody had asked me, so I thought I should tell everybody. So this is about art materials. Then yeah, somebody was asking about the YouTube video quality. Now I had given some tips in the last session, but I'll repeat it now. So ideally, please watch these videos on a desktop or laptop if you have one, because on the mobile screen, it will be very small for you to view. You will not get a clear view of all the techniques that I'm teaching. In case you don't have a laptop desktop, if you have a smart TV, you can do screen mirroring, cast it on your TV and watch it. So you'll get a bigger view and you can paint along very easily. Second is about the quality. So on YouTube, there is a setting, on the corner, you can see one setting button, I think on the right bottom corner, and there you can increase the video quality to higher pixel. Go to 720 or at least 360. Don't leave it to auto, because when it goes to auto setting, it tries to give us a medium quality video when we look at any YouTube video, to reduce your data usage, I suppose. So when you're watching a painting video, you can increase the quality to higher, so you will not get a blurry video, you'll get a good quality video. You can make it full screen by clicking on the box, and even you can zoom in by the way we do it on our phones. You can zoom in the video also. So if you're looking at a particular area, you're not clear, you can go back, zoom in and check it out again. You can change the speed if required. Like some portions, you may not want to watch the whole thing. You got it how to do. For example, the first video, we are doing just the drawing. So you came to know how to do. You can increase the speed, just watch it till the end in just few seconds and then do your drawing. But in later techniques, some people might find that the speed is a little too fast for them. For example, if you're a beginner, you're painting for the first time, you feel that you should, watch it a little slowly. So for that, there is a provision to reduce the speed also. You can reduce the speed and watch it. Then there is option of putting subtitles on in case you are not able to understand clearly what I am saying. Then for that, you can again go to the settings, that start settings, and over there you can click on CC/subtitles. So automatically you will get English subtitles. So that will help you to, in case you want to keep it on mute, it's disturbing for everybody else. So subtitles you can put it on. This was about the YouTube videos. And another doubt, somebody had said that they are a beginner. So will this course be good enough for them? Can they paint it? So yes, there is no issues if you are a beginner. If you're painting for the first time also, there is no problem. And because all the instructions, if you watch the next Tuesday onwards, you'll come to know step by step, each instruction I have given, which color to use, how to paint. Very sorry. And directly I am taking an advanced painting, because once you start doing this level of painting, you will save so much of time and effort, and you will learn the techniques from day one. You don't have to put your efforts in learning each and every technique separately, waste your colors and papers for so much time and not have any outcome. This is the way even I like learning, that you create a painting, and while creating the painting, you keep on learning more and more techniques. With each painting, we will learn more advanced techniques. That's my target. So in this particular painting, what all techniques we are learning? Our first one is wet and wet. That will be taken up in the next session. The whole sheet will be wet and wet technique. And over there, even some small mistakes that generally happen with watercolor. And most of the people fear that, if I make that mistake, how will I correct it? That also I've taken up in each session. During the session, I have shown you that this particular mistake, how to correct immediately. Then there is a dabbing technique for trees, dry brushing, and how to use a waterproof pen after you complete the painting, how to make the tree branches and delicate parts with the pen. All these techniques I have covered, and covering up of all the mistakes. Some queries I got they were asking about upcoming courses. So ideally, I will take it in the last class. There are I'm planning out some 3 to 4 month courses with multiple paintings. Mostly landscapes is what people have preferred. So I'll be taking more of landscapes and a combination of flower, bird, a combination of 3-4 paintings. So any more queries, if anybody has, please keep posting on the form that I have provided. Any feedback, any suggestions that you feel, I can improve upon, please do suggest. Don't hesitate. It's okay. Nobody else can read. Even I have not taken your name in the form, only your suggestion and only your query. That's all. And I hope you all are sharing it with your friends. Even now, if you share it, it's fine, because now also if people join in, there are some who have joined even today. I will keep sharing the videos with them, the older ones also. They can still watch. We have plenty time, for each video, I'm giving you 1 week of time. So people can still make it, even if they join little late. So keep sharing. I want to actually, right now, I have around 160, around more than 160 participants who have enrolled. 100 have joined WhatsApp. Others are from different countries and they've not joined WhatsApp, but they are on email with me. So I want to gift this to as many more people as possible and remove the fear of watercolor that they have in their mind. So please do share. And yes, you will get a surprise bonus, as I mentioned earlier. Ask your friends to refer your name in the referral part in the form, and there will be one winner, one surprise bonus winner with the maximum shares that they have done. So that's all. I think I've covered most of the queries that I got. Yes, anybody over here wants to ask anything can ask.
Yeah, hi Shilpi.
Hi Renuka.
Hi. So actually I missed to post the queries. So I had this one thing. See, in the sketching video, right, I'm seeing that you have fixed the paper so that it doesn't move. So I wanted to know, like, what have you fixed it on and what tape have you used? I see tapes in the corner.
Okay, so I'll share that also in the group. There's a masking tape that we get, and these are used specially for watercolor paintings because it does not tear off your paper. Okay. So you get different bits of masking tapes. If you know, it's also called painter's tape. If you have ever done painting in the house, they cover the switchboards and all. Yeah. So
the painters put all of that.
Painter's tape. So it's like paper, but it is sticky on one side. So just ensure that the first time when you're using, just put it on some cloth so that it's not very sticky. Sometimes very sticky masking tapes can tear off the paper. So be careful about that. And ideally, I stick a masking tape on all the 4 sides. But this time I didn't because I knew many people will not have that material. So they will feel, so that's why I have just given that. But just to hold. And beneath that, the board which I have is the watercolor sheet, that pads that I had bought earlier. All the sheets are used up, so the pad is lying with me, so I just place that underneath. So if you're buying a watercolor pad itself, inside that also if you directly paint, no harm. So for the first time I had painted in that book, the watercolor pad, that's like I think 20 sheets in one pad, and it's stuck on one side, so you can easily start painting. It will not spoil your painting behind.
Oh, it will not, the papers behind will not get wet?
No, not at all, not at
all. Oh, okay. And
I have a question.
Yeah, Renuka, you can complete your question.
Yeah, you were saying something.
Actually, I just took a pencil and started sketching, and then then I realized it's a little dark pencil, which was fine. But wherever I have sketched and my hand has touched, the pencil lead has got little smudge. So that will go with eraser, right?
Yeah, you can erase it with an eraser. It will come off. But ideally, use a mechanical pencil.
Okay. Yeah, I have
this kind of pencil.
Lead one. Yeah.
Right. 0.5 mm, I think. Yeah. So this is recommended because the point is very small and you can draw very lightly with it. HB pencils and all will smudge, will give you a lot of pencil marks. So avoid using those.
And one last question. In the sample sketch that you gave, the PDF, the part below the Eiffel Tower, right? The tree. There the lines are not clear.
So you have to make only the outline. You don't have to make the inner lines because I have painted that. And then I have taken the sketch photograph. That is why it's showing all the lines. So you don't have to draw all that. Just make an outline for the trees below. That's enough. And even for the long tree also, you don't need to make all the branches. Yeah. Main branches you can make because we'll be doing the detailing work with the waterproof pen at the end. So the smaller branches we can do with that. And one more thing is to avoid smudging. What you can do is always keep a either a old tracing paper or a tissue. You can keep it beneath your wrist when you're drawing or painting to avoid that smudging because of the hand.
Okay. Thank you. That's all.
Yeah. Thanks. Yes, Uma.
So,
So you were mentioning about flat brush, round brush, and all that. So when do we use them? Is there a particular, the design you use this type of brush, that type of brush? I don't get it.
Okay.
Yeah.
So
Because
this
I'm
is
new to painting. Yes.
Okay, no problem. So this is a flat brush, and this
Yes.
we generally use to give a wash to the painting. Wash meaning for
Okay.
watercolor wet and wet technique, we have to wet the paper first, and then after that we have to add on colors. You can do it
Okay.
with a round brush also, but it will take lot of more time. You need a wider, even wider than this is fine for A3 sheet. You can take a wider flat brush so that you can complete the whole sheet in one go in 2-3 takes of water, because you need lots of water, right?
Got it.
So
Yes.
in
Yes.
case you take a smaller brush and do it, by the time you come down, the upper portion is dry. So you don't want that to happen.
Okay.
And if you
So
watch
there are
the
round
next,
brush and
the Tuesday,
there is
we'll be
some.
sharing this. In that, I have explained, where you're using the flat brush, where you're using the round brush. But take a combination. At least one flat brush is required, and round. At least you need, one small, one medium, and one big. Meaning small meaning around 0 or 1 number, and medium is around 3-4 number. Any number is fine, and bigger one is around 7 or 8 or maximum till 10.
Okay.
So these 3 brushes in round and 1 flat brush. This is more than enough for all your paintings. If you're doing really detailed work, then only then I have been using the smaller ones I will show you. This is like extra minute. So this is 0 by 8. So 1/8 size of 0 number brush. So it is so thin.
Okay.
I don't know if you can see it. Can you
Yeah,
see
I
it?
can.
Yeah. See?
Yes, yes.
So it is so thin that if I have to do the branches, the finer ends with this, I've shown how to do with this. Instead of that, if we do it with this waterproof pen, it's way much easier. So I've shown you both the techniques. So if you're using a waterproof pen, you don't need the 0 by 8 brush.
Thank you.
Welcome.
Shilpi, you're saying you have shown it, but those videos are yet to come, right?
Yet to come.
That
Yes.
will come in the Tuesday when we do the wet and wet technique.
Last one.
There we will do the flat brush part, and when we do the 3 branches, there I have shown all the 0 by 8, all the brushes, what you need to use, and what are the options. If you don't have the brush, how to use the pen, all that I have shown.
Okay. Thanks.
Anybody else wants to ask anything? We can put a camera on for 1 minute and maybe take a screenshot. That would be nice, just for 1 minute. Yeah, that's nice. At least I know who all are attending my class.
Not dressed properly.
No problem, only the face.
Face is a problem here.
Is it? No problem. You can come.
Okay.
Who else? Sneha, Lohita, Latha, can you join in with your camera on? Yeah, hi Sneha. Hi Uma.
Hello. Hi.
Hi Lohita. Acha, you have come from school just now?
No, I'm doing a video.
Oh, wow. And Latha, you are joining? Okay, let's take a screenshot. Okay, done. Thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah, anybody else wanted to ask something? Question?
Ma'am, hello ma'am.
Yeah, tell me.
We draw the watercolor painting on a flat surface or a slanting surface, like the pad or the planks we are using.
Can you repeat your question?
When we are drawing a watercolor painting, should we draw it on a flat surface or keep it in a slant or upright surface?
When you're drawing, you're saying?
Yes.
Drawing, always you can keep it on the table and on a flat surface only you will be able to do. How will you draw keeping it upright? I don't know. If you have that skill, you can do it. No issues.
Okay.
Yeah, so drawing
And,
always is comfortable doing on a table, on a flat surface, either ideally on a board or anything if you have. Keep your sheet on that and do the drawing. For painting, yeah, watercolor paintings, there are some artists who put it up on the easel and straight, because it's a different kind of painting where you want the colors to flow down. So we are not doing that technique in this painting right now. We will keep it straight on the table, flat on the table.
Okay. Ma'am, and in the beginning of the session, I couldn't hear it properly. What size of sheet am I supposed to use for this Institute artist?
Sorry, I'm not understanding, beta. I'll increase the volume. Yeah, repeat your question.
I mean, what size of sheet am I supposed to use for this painting which you are teaching?
What kind of sheet? Okay, so I'll
Size.
repeat. It's watercolor paper, and it is at least 200 to 300 GSM. I have given the art materials link. Have you joined late in the group?
Yes, ma'am, I'm joined the group.
Okay, I'll share it again with you. Even in the group description, I have mentioned, I've given all the details with the art material link and description. And there's a video also. So you can watch that. You will understand what all art materials are required. Okay.
Paper size, ma'am.
Paper size also
Size
is
of
given.
the
It's A3 size.
Okay. Thank
A3
you.
means 16 inch by around 11.5 inch. That is what you get standard in India. So that is what you get. If you say A3,
Okay. Thank you.
welcome. Anybody else has any doubts?
Yeah. So, ma'am, one question
see.
around this. When you draw, right, on the paper, I'll just probably focus the camera maybe like here. So when I was drawing this with a pencil, right, the uneven surface is there on the paper. So when I was drawing those lines, they go a little crooked or something. So I'm just checking with you, like, is there any other trick to do it?
No, it's
when you are
fine.
actually
Matlab,
doing
it may
fine
not.
lines.
It will not be very crooked, I suppose, because it's a textured paper. So it will be little crooked, very fine. So that's fine, because anyways, we are going to cover it with the paint, and the Eiffel Tower and tree, again, we are going to do it with the pen over the drawing. So it's fine, but don't leave it very dark as far as possible. You know, keep it very light.
So this
because
looks a little dark, is it? Okay.
I cannot see it very clearly on screen, but you can just, what you can do is very lightly take the eraser and rub it over the whole thing, you know, very lightly, so that you get very light lines of the Eiffel Tower. Because watercolor, after painting also, the lines you can see through. So you don't want that to happen.
Right. Okay, sure. All right. Yeah. Thank you.
Thank you. So I think all the questions are done. So we'll wind up for now. And yeah, if you're watching my YouTube videos, please do subscribe to my channel also. That will help me increase my, you know, motivation to make more videos for you. And there are some easy painting videos that I've already put up on my YouTube channel. You can go there and watch those whenever you get time also. Okay, so let's wind up for now and see you on Tuesday.
Thank you.
Thank you. Bye,
Thank you.
everybody.
Thank you. Bye.
Bye,
Thank
Shilpi
you,
Didi.
ma'am.
Bye.
Bye. Bye.